head. We have Miss Street, she's the assistant principal, and lastly, Mr. Reynolds, who's the head of year for year 7. Okay, so he's going to be in charge. If you've got any issues, you can go to any of those people, but Mr. Reynolds as well. Why is this not going? There we go. Okay, so these are the first 2 days we've got. First thing to note, on Monday, when you come in September, it's only going to be, I believe, yourself and some of the sixth formers. Most people won't be in. So we're going to arrive at 8:40. You'll see me. I'll be in the quad. I'm going to have a sign. I'm probably going to be waving it and calling it out so you can find me. We're then going to go to our form room, okay, so our tutor room. Every day, you're going to start with tutor time in your tutor room. So you're going to be there every single day. We're then going to have a Welcome to Wangels assembly. We're going to be in the main hall with Mrs. Humber and Mr. Reynolds. We're then going to have a tour of the school. Apparently, there's a treasure hunt. I'm not going to be able to give you any of the secret answers, I'm afraid, because again, I'm new as well, but I really hope we win. We're going to find out together. So then we've got issuing of timetables and lockers. We're going to have things like uniform, equipment check, making sure you understand what you need and what you have. Then we've got some individual check-ins. We're then going to make sure our fingerprint scanned so we can buy stuff in the canteen. I've been told the garlic bread is the thing to buy. Then we've got to have some like icebreakers and activities just so we all get to know each other. And then school's going to end at 3 p.m. Then on the Tuesday, we're going to arrive and we're going to be kind of more of a standard day. We're going to arrive, we're going to go straight to our form room. You're going to meet me there at 8:40. We're going to be things like checking timetables, planners, lockers, making sure we're ready. If you've brought in any Wangels passport entries, I'm going to go through that in a second, but they're due by the 9th, so that might be a good time to bring them in. We're going to have a few more icebreaker activities and check-ins, and then we're going to start the school day following your new timetable, okay? If you're ever worried, you can always check in with me. I'll let you guys know where I'm going to be teaching, so if you ever feel like you're lost, you can always come to me and I'll help you out. And then school is going to finish at 3 p.m. Oh, and there's a really funny picture of Jester who's currently trying to eat my work. Okay, so we've got Wangels passport. This is just like a fun activity. It is optional, but obviously it's quite a lot of fun to do. There's quite a few things to do. So this is on the website. I think you might have also been sent a link to this. I might have to double check that, but it is on the website. You can go to the website, join us, year 6 to year 7 transition, and at the side it does say year 6 to 7 projects and Wangels passport. So there's quite a lot of fun things to do in this. Things like designing your own moon base, which I think I'm going to have a go at, drawing a poster and writing some short stories. There's also some fun projects at the bottom of that page, which is all about designing your own theme park, where you can design a roller coaster, you learn about some roller coaster science, and then you can also create a TV advert. So there's loads of things to do. Any entries are going to be put in on the raffles. If any of them are posters, we can put them up in the form room. So it's going to be really quite fun to bring those in and see what you guys have. So that's everything from me. Rather than me waffle on forever, I'll see you guys in September. If you have any questions, I'm going to go look at the Q&A box right now, see if any questions have popped up. So if you have any questions, please drop them in there. That's okay.
Mr. Cross, can I just say this is my fault, but there was a technical issue at the very start, so they might have missed your opening slide introducing yourself. So
okay.
if I could ask you to go back and just do that one,
yeah, I
think they might have missed it, and then go to the Q&A. Is that okay?
That's fine by me. Okay, so was it this one?
That's the one. Thank you.
Yeah. Okay, so going back to this one, I'm Mr. Cross. I'm going to be teaching 3D design and fashion and textiles next year. I'm going to be your guys' form tutor in 7L. That's the English department upstairs at the chairs. I don't know if you could hear those. So I love making costumes, drawing and playing Dungeons & Dragons, playing video games in my spare time. So if you ever want to derail me, those are probably the topics to go for. I'm also going to be new to the school, so we are going to get lost together. If you do get lost, you're welcome to come to my room and we can try and work it out together. There's also going to be a map. I'm also currently trying to learn how to create digital art. So if any of you guys have already know how to do that, I would love some pointers. It's a little bit tricky, but I'm getting there. And the only other thing on this slide was a picture of my cat, just because you'll probably hear about her. So if I go back to the Q&A, there we go. And was that all that was missed, yeah?
Yes, it was, Mr. Cross. Thank you.
Brilliant. Okay. do you have to pay to use a locker? I don't believe so. However, I am new to the school, so I don't know if there's a different answer.
Mr. Cross, I can tell you, I can answer that one for you.
Yep.
We ask for, I think it's a £10 deposit, and that's for the entire year. And that will should have been sent out in a pack already in our information. I know that a lot of our lockers have already been allocated. If you haven't yet got a locker and that is something that you would like to pursue, then if I could ask you to email the transition email that that you've had since the start of this process. Thank you. There we go, Mr. Cross. One of the parents has answered that for us. It's £8 for the year.
£8 for the year. Oh, that's brilliant.
They've actually lowered it.
Oh, that's good. That's a question on my part. If it's a deposit, do they get them back if they obviously hand back the keys?
I think it's a charge for the year.
Oh, is it a charge? Yeah. Okay. Makes sense. What we mainly do in tutor time. Okay, so Nate, there's quite a few things we do in tutor time. I believe we do some literacy, some numeracy, and also some current events. I'm sure we'll go through in detail what we'll do in September, but usually it's a time just to make sure everything's okay, do some check-ins, make sure you guys are enjoying school, and then also just do some little bits and pieces, life skills, those kind of things. I think we also enter competitions in tutor groups, so we're obviously going to win. Hi, in Passport, there's a module as video presentation. How can we submit it? Oh, that's a good question. I'd say there's always a possibility you could bring it in. You could either email it or you could bring it on a USB. Do you have a better answer?
Yeah, no, I think the best way would be to email it to you, sir, in September. In September, all parents and tutees will be given your work school email, sir, and any submissions for that can be emailed directly to you.
Amazing. Yeah. So yeah, emailing to me would be brilliant. So what's the? Sorry, somebody else. What happens if you're late for tutor? Okay, so I believe there are going to be people at the gate. If you happen to be late, they'll give you a note. I believe that there are detention-based consequences for being late too often, but if it's an incident where obviously you knew you were going to run late, then you're sure they can send you in with your parents. But if there's anything else in terms of that, feel free to jump in, sir. Okay, do we have to do everything in the passport? No, it's completely optional. If you want to do one or two things, you're welcome to. If you manage to complete everything, to be honest, I think you might want to spend some of your summer holidays outside. So you don't have to do anything at all. Just do the things you want to, some of your favourite things. I believe every entry will get bonus entries into the raffle though, so there is a benefit to doing one or two. And of course, we want to see it in September. something new. Where shall we drop our son if we are driving? I don't actually know. I've been in the car park, so I should know that.
Mr. Cross, there is a drop-off lay-by on the school site, but we encourage parents wherever possible, if dropping students off, to drop off at Ashenbury Park, as it helps alleviate a lot of the traffic around the site at that time of the morning.
Brilliant. Yeah, it is quite a narrow road. So yeah, Ashenbury Park. Let me publish that was there. Can I choose where I sit in tutor? I'm going to say most likely if there are issues in terms of like I'm struggling to get through what we need to get through, I might put a seating plan in place, or I might move people away if they don't get along, or might move people together if they do get along. So really that's going to depend on if you can, but I'm going to say most likely first day you're going to be sitting where you like. Okay. Looking forward to seeing you too. Have a lovely summer to whoever's leaving, I'm assuming.
Okay, Mr. Cross, I think if that's all of your questions, we can start to wrap it up there.
Yeah, I can't see any new questions, so I think that's everything.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us. Thank you, Mr. Cross, for giving up your time to introduce yourself, and we look forward to seeing you all in September. Thank you very much.